All right, hello again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate first a PyTest program, testing my program, and then I will demonstrate the actual run-through of the program with a stepwise debugging so you can see that the algorithm works the way that it should. And I'll probably speed that up. So here we go. Got this PyTest function, test inputs, test outputs, and then it asserts using a for loop, um, and this handy-dandy zip function here. Takes these each of the lists in order, compares them, and makes sure that they are the same after calling the Lab09 sort function. I guess it's a method if it's, in a class like that. Anyway, so we're going to run it. And there we go. Saying all the tests passed, and then it's saying the function as a whole passed using this PyTest thing here. So next we're going to go over to Lab9. And run it. You'll see also something I should make note of is each of the test cases is labeled for what kind of test case it is when we ran it. Now I'll show you. Here, we've got a JSON file that it's reading from, which has each of the same test cases as we saw in PyTest. Okay, but we're going to run this function, or we're going to run this program here. You see, it gets the expected outputs. It's turned all this chaos here into order, right? So you can see, but we're, like I promised, we're going to do some stepwise debugging. I have a breakpoint here in line 30, where the for loop in main starts, which calls the sort function for each of these lists in the JSON file. Okay, and this is asking if we want to run the program. We're going to say yes. Now I'm going to do F10, step through this. What am I going to do? Yeah, F10. I'm going to do F11 step into the sort function. I'm going to speed through this. Pay attention to this left side here. Well, you know that already. Okay, so now you see we've got this destination array that's been created with a bunch of zeros. Those are supposed to be empty spots. That's just the way I designed it, or programmed it. I had to sort of change Brother Helfrich's design a little bit. So this is the first step. I grab these items, combine them, and put them here in order. If we look at the JSON, you'll see 45, 12, 77, and put them in correct order, 12, 45, 77. And that is correct because it is 45 is its own sublist, and 12 and 77 is its own sublist. So that's correct. And then I'm going to continue. We're going to do F10 for a while. So last step is through. Okay. Oops, I'm a little too fast. Okay, so now we've got 12. All right. Yeah, and then it's got 13, 50, 72, 95, 18. So it's got all these sublists here. You can see that. Okay, but they're just defined by the indices and the numbers themselves. 36 and 48 are their own sublist. All right, so 12, 45, 77, then it goes 26, 31, 39, 87, 90, and then it stops. 25, 66 stops. 13, 50, 72, 95 stops. 18, 30, 60, 88 stops. 36, 48. So those are each their own sublist. Now we're going to step, it's at the combine function. Yeah, did you see that? 12, 13, 25. So let's combine that list. No, okay, all the way up from 12 to 95 here. And then now it's got another sublist, 18, 30, 60, 88, and then 36 and 48. So it's got those other sublists here, right? It is 12, 26, 13. Yeah. Oh, just kidding. I was looking at it wrong earlier. I apologize. So we've got 12 to 90, and then 13 to 95, and 18 to 88. So it's those three sublists. I apologize. Got to combine. Okay, 12, 13, 18, all the way to 95. All right, so now it's in order. As you can see, it's working as expected, as it should, as Brother Helfrich explained. So it's creating those sublists using these 4 indices here and not creating any actual sublists. It's a great design, really, if you think about it, because it speeds this sorting up quite well. It's actually a useful sorting algorithm. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed.